Hi guys, it's Carlos, the Ultimate Fitness Trainer once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about several emails I've got from a lot of people really, but there's several emails. I kind of made a note here and I've kind of highlighted them, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video about the mistakes people make. So I'm going to start now. So number one is failing to realize that supplementation is not everything. Okay, now I hear people talk about weight gainers, protein shakes, you name it. It goes on and on and on and on. And this doesn't actually matter what brand, because most of these brands, they're attached to big bodybuilders, to big supermodels. When I mean supermodels, I mean 9 times out of 10, they're muscle models. And these guys look very good, but these guys take a lot of substances, and they also have a lot of good food, and they train very hard, and they take a lot of other substances. And when I say substances, I mean steroids. And they do that, and they actually tell you they do that. Okay, now they're not lying about it. Some probably lie, but most of them actually tell you, like Richard Piana actually tells you, if you go on YouTube, you'll see, he tells you the course he goes through. Now, a lot of these guys actually tell you what they're doing. Now, they attach themselves into supplementation companies, and they say, right, okay, I'm gonna give you, these supplementation companies give them, these guys, a lot of money, and they're quite happy to be the front of it. But the guys out there that are consuming those supplements, they're thinking, right, okay, so if I take these supplements, I'm gonna be as big as this guy, and I'm gonna look as good as him, or even better than him. Now, this is not gonna actually be true, and as stupid as it may sound, they're lying to you, okay? So think to yourself, supplements, okay, are supplementing your diet, so you have to take proper food, rice, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, chicken, turkey, beef, fish, goes on and on and on. You can't just expect to take a protein shake and end up like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not gonna cut the cake. I'm telling you, it's not gonna happen. And this is why I've made an highlight of a lot of people that talks about this, and this is one of the big mistakes, supplements. A lot of these supplements are full of absolutely crap. The guys that actually get sponsored by these companies that don't take these supplements a lot of the times, so that tells you something. But I'll do another video about actual protein shakes, because I think it would be great for us to start understanding, because I've done a lot of research about them, and don't take me wrong, in the past I used to take them myself. Now I would only advise to take protein shakes if you are looking to just get big, bulky looking physique. But if you're on a lean, toned, nice aesthetic physique, keep away from them. Okay, so that's number one. Now, the other big mistake people do, which is number two, is the working week. Now, most people work from Monday to Friday. Now, because they work from Monday to Friday, what happens is Friday tends to be very much a half day in a lot of companies. What I mean half a day, I mean like quite chilled out because it's the weekend. That's what people do in training. So what they do, they'll train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because it's getting close to Friday, they think, you know what, I can't really be bothered with this. So I kind of like will do half a training, and on Friday they don't even turn up. And it's the reason why gyms on Friday tend to be very quiet. Okay, then on Saturday they feel guilty because they've obviously been out on a Friday night, they come and do a little bit, but then it just starts there. It starts there. So that's a really big mistake. So if you want, when you're on the right program, you train from Monday to Sunday. Okay, there'll be, depending on the program you are in, there'll be obviously days off or active days, but you work out throughout the week. It doesn't matter whether it's Sunday, whether it's Monday, whether it's Tuesday, you are on a path in order to become your greatest version. And that then leads me to number three, which is basically the weekend. Now, the weekend actually happens, it's basically the big mistake, and I actually make a big note on this one, because this is where a lot of people say, okay, what about you on the weekend? Now, the weekend should always be exactly the same as your working week in terms of training, in terms of diet, in terms of supplementation, should be exactly the same. Now, what a lot of people tend to do, they'll go out on a Friday night, they consume too many calories, that comes from obviously food and drinking, and then they'll repeat the same thing on Saturday. And they may not even go to the gym, and they repeat the same. And then I'll tell you what happens on Sunday. is cut and paste. They'll do exactly the same crap they've done on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So those 3 days, okay, out of the week, they're out of the window. Your body is completely out of shape then, and it doesn't quite know what's happening, and that will really mess you up. Now, I'll always advise you, have a structure between Saturday, from Monday to Friday on a weekend if you want a cheating meal, not a cheating day, meaning a cheating meal. You are allowed to have a cheating meal if you really want to. If you don't, fantastic. But make sure you guys give yourself at least one cheating meal. This is not for the guys that are on a pre-contest, please do not do that. But for the guys that literally just want to like not compete, don't want to do any photo shoots, they just want to have a healthier diet, you get allowed to have one cheating meal a week. That's fantastic for you. And then this leads me to the other one, which is the drinking. People consume far too many, which is number 4, sorry. People consume far too many amounts of drink. Okay, now if you guys just see the amount of calories, beer, wine, people call about vodka hasn't got no calories and it's gonna make, look, it's a diuretic, but it's got the amount of stuff you guys have with it is just incredible. It's an acidic for the body as well, which makes your body acidic. On an alkaline level, it's pH 1 or 2 or below. So it really makes your body pure acidity, which is the breeding block for loads of infections, loads of bad illnesses. So it's really, really bad. So keep away from drinking. It doesn't do anything for you in order for you to become your greatest self. So keep away from that. And then number 5 is obviously, what can I say? Is the cut and paste and repeat. Because what we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Stop training on Thursday, Friday, alpha day. Go to the pub. Go out, drink loads, get pissed, wake up on a Saturday morning, get up, have a sausage sandwich or have a big breakfast, then have some more drinking. Saturday night, have kebab and chips, maybe ×3, or a pizza, express yourself. We just only live once. And then what we'll do, we'll have 10 or 15 pints and whatever else on top. Wake up on a Sunday, breakfast, whatever it is, which is bacon, whatever you guys, sausages, whatever you guys want to have. And then what happens is more pints, more drinking, repeat, repeat, repeat. And then when it comes to Monday, you feel guilty like fuck. And you think, what the fuck am I doing? This is the biggest mistakes people make. Sorry, I just lost my pen now. People make in order to become their greatest versions, and then they wonder why they've got body fats, and then they wonder why they've got fatter bellies, and then they wonder why they've got a fatter ass, and they wonder why they've got adipose tissue, obviously excess body fat, and being wings, and then on top of that they have obviously all sorts of crap, you know, cakes, sweets, chocolates, all sorts. Because you might think, oh Carlos, but you know, you're talking about drinking, but I don't drink. Fantastic, great. But then what do? You might consume a lot of cakes, you might consume a lot of sweets, you might consume a lot of chocolates, you might consume a lot of calories, you might go out with a lot of chips, a lot of pasta. All those foods, literally those foods are not making you your greatest version. Whether you like it or not, they are making your worst version, and they're corrupt. And these are the 5 main mistakes people make in order to become their greatest versions. I had those emails, so I just thought, you know what, let me make a simple video just for you guys to help you become your greatest self. So with all this said, guys, you know where to follow me on Carlos Trainer, Instagram, on my YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer, and also on my website, which is ultimatefitnesstrainer.co.uk. And please do me a favor, try to like, subscribe, and share my videos on YouTube. And basically, I'll be more than happy to put any sort of subject out there that I can obviously talk about, to be able to help you guys become the greatest version. So with all this said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, have a beautiful day, take care.